Hello YouTube pipe smokers, it's Justin again. Checking in with my second video of the series, so seeing how everybody's doing. Smoking a 2004 Peterson St. Patrick's Day pipe. This is the famous shape 999. This is probably my most favorite of the Peterson shapes, the bent Rhodesian. Love this pipe. I'm smoking some McClellan Stave Age 35. Oh, great tobacco, love it. And this is my homebrewed oatmeal stout. Had a quarter pound of peat smoked malt added to the brew, pushing 9.8% alcohol by volume. Definitely is not a guzzling beer. So, a couple things I wanted to talk about today. First is, why do I smoke a pipe? I smoke it because I like it. Plain and simple. I like the smell of the tobacco. I like the smell of the tobacco smoke lingering in the room. I like the taste of the tobacco. I've smoked cigars. I'm a huge cigar fan. I'm trying to steer away from those now because I am getting more into my pipes. I do like my cigars, but to me a pipe is more relaxing. The time you take to get the pipe going and keep the pipe going and just enjoy the experience that is smoking a pipe. And as I said, I started back in college in about 94 or so is when I took my first puff off a pipe. So, and I got some very strange looks because, here I am, I was not even 19 years old and smoking a pipe. A lot of people to this day, they see me and they're like, "You're way too young to smoke a pipe. That's for old people." So, I don't know if that's necessarily true. I know a gentleman who is younger than I, and he also smokes a pipe, so he's in his 20s, so it's definitely not an old person thing. I'm pushing 40 myself. I don't consider that to be old, and I know several people around my age, while maybe not in this town, that are pipe smokers. So I don't think it's an age thing. To me, it's like single malt Scotch. Everybody thinks of old people drinking single malt Scotch. I tried single malt Scotch years ago and didn't like it at the time. I was a huge bourbon drinker, and even at that, I wasn't a person who sipped their bourbon. I would get my 2-ounce shot and back it would go. So my first experience with single malt Scotch was pretty much like that. I would try to shoot Scotch, and not really a good idea. So I thought, oh, I don't like Scotch. That's what it is. Scotch is just horrible. But then earlier this year, I had the pleasure of trying some excellent single malt Scotch. Small sip. And that started me on a journey to try scotches. And I am now a single malt Scotch drinker. whenever I can afford it and can get hold of it. I've never really gone and drink one particular Scotch consistently. I am in the exploration phases of becoming a Scotch drinker. I've tried several. So I think it's the same way with a pipe. Uh, Generally, most people start with their aromatics, and they'll work their way into the Englishes, which is what I did. I know some people who will only smoke aromatics. I know some people who only smoke English blends. I tend to smoke a little bit of everything. And like I said, I do it because I enjoy it. It's just one of those things. Uh, it's very calming, very relaxing. Uh, so, I mean, I'm not doing it to impress somebody. I'm not doing it to fit in with a certain part of society. I do it because I like it. Now, something else I want to talk about, and this is a huge thing for me because having worked in call centers, having delivered pizzas, I worked a counter at a building supply company at one point in time. Is customer service, and customer service is a big thing for me. I mean, it is, at times you notice that it might be a dying art, but then there are times where you get pleasantly surprised too. And I'll tell you a place that has great customer service. Strauss Tobacconist in Florence, Kentucky. I've been going to Strauss. This pipe is a 2004. I've probably been going to Strauss since at least 2000, maybe 99, somewhere in that area. I am not their most frequent customer. I'm probably not their biggest spending customer by any means. But those guys there go above and beyond. Last year I decided I wanted to get a pipe, and I would have rather it come from a brick and mortar store instead of online. So I got in touch with them, told them the pipe I wanted. They said they could get it to me. They shot me a price. It was maybe $20, $30 more than getting it from an online source. But to me, it was more important to support those guys. So they ordered me the pipe, and I was like, hey, if it's not too late, I hear that Peterson's got this really awesome Reserve 2012 blend. If you can give me a 10 of that, I'd love it. So they got me a 10 of that and put it back for me for when I came in to pick up my pipe. When I picked up my pipe, not only did I get my tin of tobacco, which I had to pay for, no problem, I also got a free Peterson pipe ashtray. And I'd been wanting to get one of those for my Peterson collection, so they had put one of those back and said, hey, they're doing a thing now, you buy a Peterson pipe, you get a free ashtray. We put this one back to make sure you got one. And that was just great. And then here recently, they were at the trade show, and they got some tins of Peterson Special Reserve, the Summer Blend, and the Holiday Blend. And this year the Special Reserve, the whole idea of mango and passion fruit in my pipe tobacco, that didn't sound like me. But the Holiday Blend sounded really nice. And I'm going to be at the CAPS meeting a week from Saturday, which is today, on the 27th of July there. And I was like, man, I said, you know, that Special Reserve doesn't sound appealing to me this year, but that Holiday Blend sounds great. It'd be really cool if some of that would be left for the next time I'm in. I responded to their Facebook post just like that. It wasn't 2 minutes later, there was a reply from Strauss. We're going to put you back at 10, so you'll have it when you get here. Consider it done. That is great customer service. I mean, those guys are top notch. Anybody in the CAPS group, they can attest to it. But I mean, that is just phenomenal. They go above and beyond, even for someone who like me that, I mean, I might go in and buy 3 or 4 sticks here and there, or I go in and buy 2 ounces of tobacco at a time because my taste changes and I wasn't cellaring at the time. And they're not rude. They don't try to force you out of the store. So I just want to give a good shout out to the guys at Strauss. So now I'm going to sign off. Hope everybody has a good day. May your smoke rings be thick. May your beer have flavor. May your aim be true. Take care out there, YouTube. Have a good one.